Get ready for the action, because the Phoenix Mercury general manager Nick U'Ren is on the radar. He has emerged as a name to watch as the Philadelphia 76ers aggressively reshape their front office. With experience from the Golden State Warriors and a history with Bob Myers, this former Mercury architect is being seriously considered for a key role on the East Coast. We break down everything you need to know about this massive potential move. Secure more draft capital. We examine the strategic thinking behind this potential blockbuster deal. That's all the major news for now. From Nick U'Ren's potential move to the 76ers, to Josh Hart's insights, and the massive speculation surrounding the Nets and Joel Embiid, the NBA landscape is exploding. Don't miss a second of this action. Hit that subscribe button, and tell us in the comments which trade you think will happen next. Phoenix Mercury general manager Nick U'Ren is gaining significant attention in the NBA landscape as teams actively search for front office talent. According to NBA correspondent Mark Stein, U'Ren has emerged as a name to watch for the Philadelphia 76ers as they look to reshape their front office. U'Ren brings a unique background, having experience in both the WNBA and the NBA, most notably during his tenure with the Golden State Warriors. His connection to the Warriors organization, where he worked closely with former general manager Bob Myers, naturally links him to the 76ers search process, as Myers is reportedly helping to oversee the search. U'Ren's successful tenure with the Phoenix Mercury further solidifies his profile. Since joining the Mercury in 2023, U'Ren has overseen a dramatic transformation, modernizing the front office, executing blockbuster trades, and leading the team to the WNBA Finals. This success has positioned him as a logical candidate for an NBA role. For the Phoenix Mercury, this interest signals recognition of the organization as a progressive operation and highlights that one of the architects behind their turnaround could soon be a target for NBA franchises seeking new leadership. Despite the external interest, U'Ren remains a key figure driving the Mercury's continued resurgence as they aim for another championship run. The New York Knicks are entering a crucial phase of the NBA playoffs, facing a formidable challenge from the Cleveland Cavaliers, following a significant rest period after defeating the Philadelphia 76ers. Knicks guard Josh Hart recently shared insights into the team's recent break and the looming matchup. Hart acknowledged the strategic dilemma posed by the extended break, stating, "Obviously, you'd rather not have a 9-day break. You're in a good rhythm, then you've got to sit there and wait. Ideally, if it was a 3 or 4-day break, that would have been nice. Good points and bad points. This extended downtime leaves fans and analysts to question whether the Knicks will be fully refreshed or risk rust against the surging Cavaliers. The team is also reflecting on past challenges, including a tough loss to the Indiana Pacers a year prior. On a positive note, the Knicks and head coach Mike Brown received a significant boost on Monday with OG Anunoby returning to full practice participation despite a hamstring injury. This development suggests Anunoby is on track to play in Game 1 against the Red-Hot Cavaliers, following his successful performances in previous matchups against the 76ers. The Brooklyn Nets have a pivotal moment ahead following a disappointing result in the 2026 NBA Draft Lottery, securing the number 6 overall pick despite having a 14% chance of landing in the top 10. With the first-round selection secured, the team now faces strategic decisions for the summer. Analysts are weighing various options, with speculation centering on a potential trade for Philadelphia 76ers center Joel Embiid to acquire additional draft capital. CBS Sports contributor Sam Quinn suggested that the Nets have time to maneuver, noting that waiting out Embiid's contract is manageable given the team's financial flexibility and current contention status. Quinn proposed trading for Embiid as a way to gain draft picks, suggesting that if Embiid provides adequate offensive contributions, it would be a bonus. Quinn further elaborated that Embiid's contract could eventually become a matching salary in future star trades, offering a pathway to extracting picks from Philadelphia now, aiming to accumulate significant future draft capital for long-term flexibility. While the Nets possess at least 11 first-round picks over the next 6 years, some observers argue that teams in Brooklyn should aggressively pursue draft assets until they are no longer needed. Given that the team's pick did not land in the top 4, expectations for a star-level selection in the 2026 draft are tempered. The context of the situation is complicated by the Philadelphia 76ers. If the team decides to pivot its direction, potentially after president of basketball operations Daryl Morey's departure following a playoff loss, Embiid's contract could become an obstacle. Due to Embiid's injury history, Philadelphia might need to attach draft capital to move the star, a transaction that could ultimately benefit the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets have a pivotal decision ahead following a disappointing outcome in the 2026 NBA draft lottery, where they secured the number 6 overall pick despite having a 14% chance of landing the number 1 selection. With the first-round pick secured, the franchise now faces the challenge of identifying their next franchise cornerstone, though speculation is mounting about potential summer maneuvers. Analysts are weighing several options for the Nets. Some commentators suggest the team should capitalize on their current situation by pursuing trades for additional draft capital. CBS Sports' Sam Quinn proposed trading for Philadelphia 76ers center Joel Embiid. Quinn suggested that while Embiid's immediate impact might be secondary, acquiring him could serve as a strategic move. He noted that Embiid's contract could become a matching salary in future star trades, potentially creating a pathway to extract draft picks from Philadelphia later on, aiming to accumulate significant future draft capital. There is a broader sentiment within the NBA community that teams like the Nets should prioritize accumulating draft picks over immediate star acquisition, especially given the perceived outlook for the 2026 draft class, which is not expected to yield a top-tier player based on current pundit predictions. Conversely, the situation in Philadelphia presents another angle. For the 76ers, Embiid's contract might become a liability if the team shifts its direction, particularly following the departure of president of basketball operations Daryl Morey after a playoff loss. Given Embiid's ongoing injury concerns, Philadelphia could be compelled to attach draft capital to the star to facilitate a trade, a scenario that could ultimately benefit the Brooklyn Nets through such transactions.